want different outcomes. We, as multilateral development gangs, as governments, as NGOs, as stakeholders, as association heads, we need to do things differently. We can't expect to do the same things and get a different outcome. Women entrepreneurs need more skills training than male-owned firms. They need ICT training, and they need that combined with soft skills. That means confidence training, the ability to go and ask for loans themselves, the ability to speak out and be heard. We need to improve the delivery of public services for women so they get an equal chance to have electricity and water connections without having to make an informal payment for it. We need to ensure programs of support specifically cater to women. What does that mean? They need women trainers. They need women loan officers. And we need to, lastly, and most importantly, crack down with a zero tolerance on crime against women. So with the serious part of the conversation over, I've now my great honor to invite up some really exciting panelists to take the stage to talk about the subject of women's entrepreneurship, which we're all very passionate about. First up, I'm going to invite Ms. LaToya Samuels Wharton, who's the Chief Operating Officer of Quasar Limited, who's spent 18 years running a corporate law firm in Philadelphia. She's a board member of the US-Ghana Chamber of Commerce, strategic philanthropist who, get this, she found her purpose and her heritage in Ghana. Welcome. Next up is Asita Kone. Asita is the Marketing and Sales Director of an African hotel development company, Mangalis Hotel Group. She's an expert in e-commerce from Côte d'Ivoire who has worked with Accra in leadership roles all over the world in hospitality and is part of UNWTO's Leadership Task Force Committee. Welcome, Asita. Next up is Dimakatsu Malwela, Founder and Chief Executive Officer of Women and Value and Managing Director of NKPI Holdings. She's the chairwoman of the Southern Africa Women in Business and Tourism and is currently working with UNWTO as well on the Leadership Task Force. And she's working with the EU on gender inclusion and women's economic empowerment. Welcome. Next up is the token male on our panel. I had to say that, Albert. I've always been the token woman, so now it's up to you. I'm glad you're here. We need all the men in the room. Dr. Albert Kimbu, welcome. He's the Director of Postgraduate Research at the University of Surrey in the UK, my alma mater. He's from Cameroon and the co-founder of the Gender Entrepreneurship and Social Policy Institute, known as GESPI. And he researches gender and entrepreneurship in tourism. Welcome. And next we have Dr. Brenda Bunabana, lecturer on tourism and gender at Makerere University in Uganda. And as we know from the previous presentation, she's the regional author and expert for Africa in the Global Report on Women in Tourism, 2nd edition. Welcome, Brenda. Welcome back, I should say. And last but by no means least, we have Bridget Adongo from Ghana, Director of Single Women's Organization of Pottery and Art in Ghana. She's also the mother of 3 sons, who are going to be brought up, no doubt, to be women's empowerment leaders themselves. And she plays a vital role in her community in northeast Ghana as a village and community leader. Thank you. Well, it's great to have you all up with me. I think the last 24 hours we've all become family, so I hope we can make this conversation quite informal and feel free, everyone, to chip in. I'd like to start with asking you, each of you, to tell us a little bit about your entrepreneurship story. So with that said, I'm going to hand right over to you, LaToya.
Okay, hello. So my name is LaToya Samuels Wharton, and I come from a non-traditional background. I'm a mom of 3, and my family did not, I didn't come from an entrepreneurial background. My family didn't have any businesses. They were all laborers. So I found my niche as a kid